What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the next segment of For the Love of the Game podcast. I'm Tim. Thank y'all for tuning in. As always, on the road again today. Was watching a game last night, Washington Wizards versus the Golden State Warriors. Jordan Poole's first return to Golden State. And I was thinking, are the Warriors going to regret trading Jordan Poole? Right now, I know he has made a lot of bad decisions, taken a lot of bad shots. His behavior has been called into question. But would it have been possible to keep Poole and Draymond together? You know, it made me think about Shaq and Kobe's run, right? Their tenure was filled with tension, and they won championships together there. Could they have figured it out? Well, I think things change once you get punched in the face. So maybe it wouldn't have worked. But clearly they miss his offensive power, his offensive punch. You know, Steph is going to be Steph. He's been the model of consistency, right? Clay, not too sure what's going on there. He has been injured the past few years, but I think enough time has passed now for him to kind of get his mojo back and reach the level where he once was. I don't know if his contract situation is impacting him mentally, but something's not right. They did offer him an extension, I believe it was for 2 years, $48 million. So $24 million a year, nothing to sneeze at, but obviously he feels a little bit disrespected by that. But I mean, he hasn't really been available the past few years. His input thus far, since he's been back from injury, hasn't really matched the same output pre-injury. So, yeah, it's a tricky situation. I personally think he could have taken that 2-year deal, continued to get himself right, and then you could re-up, you know, after that 2-year contract is up. But he's been inconsistent and has admitted as much. So Draymond can't stay on the floor. You know, Andrew Wiggins, you know, people say he's apathetic. He doesn't care about the game. He doesn't play with any passion. I don't know if that's true, but, you know, given the eye test, when you just look at him and watch him play, that's kind of how it appears. So I don't know. These guys, they're genetically gifted, so they're good enough. Even if they're not passionate about the game, they can make it to a professional level. But that's what separates the bad from the good, from the great to the legendary and iconic. Like, Andrew Wiggins has shown that he can raise his level of play from when they went on that championship run, and the drop off from there to now is drastic. So that's why he's gotten benched. But that's the thing about the Warriors, man. As long as you still have Steph, Clay, and Draymond, you know, you can never really count them out. So it definitely feels different this time in terms of their run being over, officially over. But just when you want to count them out, they come back on. I mean, Gary Payton II is still there. You know, you got Moody and Kuminga. I mean, the young guys, they haven't really fulfilled the expectations. You know, that could be because of, you know, lack of playing time. They need time to make their mistakes and grow. But just when you want to count the Warriors out, they can turn around and make a run. You know, once Draymond comes back, you know, Steph has been Steph. He's there. Clay may find his shot. Draymond comes back with his energy, and he pretty much does everything. If he can get his act together, get GP back, you know, Wiggins suddenly find his groove, and now the conversation is totally different. So it looks like it's the end, especially with the young teams continuing to rise. OKC Thunder, Sacramento Kings. But just when you want to count them out, they come on just like that. So, but maybe there's more to it. There's a reason why Bob Myers left. He saw the writing on the wall. He left at the top of his game, where his name was clean, it was pristine, and he looked ahead to the future, said, you know what, we're not going to be able to maintain this much longer, and I'm going to leave before it gets too difficult, and I don't want all those pending issues being aligned with my name. So he got himself out of there, and clearly you can't blame him, right? So I just wonder, are the Golden State Warriors going to regret letting Jordan Poole go? Some say yes, some say no. I think it's over, but I can't commit to it until I see it actually happen. The Warriors are true champions. They have true championship grit. They know what it takes. And they still have Clay, Steph, Draymond. If Wiggins could get himself together, they're still a formidable opponent. And they're still going to have to get knocked out. You're going to have to take them out. They're not going to give you anything. You're going to have to take them out. And if they make it to the playoffs, because right now it doesn't look like that, the way they're playing, they're in turmoil. They're in turmoil right now. But they can get it together. And if they do, maybe missing Jordan Poole won't be so bad. What y'all think? Thank y'all for tuning in as always. I'll see y'all on the next one for the lovely game.